playing a G chord, if the chord is in the root position, you can either start with G and go down. I think it sounds better if you put a G again on top and go back 3 half steps. Okay? That's it. So the numbers just mean add a note. If you're a beginner and you come across an A flat major 7,
Okay.
just play A flat. Forget, you don't have to play the numbers. Okay? Just play A flat, Bisquick, you're there. Okay? But as you start to get a little more confident, grow some guts, then you can start adding those numbers and oh my gosh, the chord. Now, here's another rule for some of you more advanced people. Never add the number at the same time you play the other notes. Now,
Say that again.
Say that again. Never add.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of like, why would you do this when you could do this? See, walk to the number, and it stretches the chord out and makes you sound more professional. Okay? I used to call them hamburger helper chords. It's just, you just kind of add something. If the chord is C7, play C first, and then walk to the 7. Or just don't walk there, just play the C and add the 7. See, now my chord, instead of just sounding like and landing out a bunch of notes, now I've kind of created this little progression that sounds very cool.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, you can also, later on, we'll get into chord substitutions. You know that if the song says C7, you can substitute an augmented chord for it every time. Listen, if I go, here's G7. Okay, watch what happens if I play G augmented. Now here's C7. Here's C augmented. See? Both of them lift you up and they move to the right on the circle. My chord book has all this in it. Okay, because if you play a C7 chord, it has to go somewhere. Can I end a song on this?
No.
It's a soap opera chord. And I remember when I started teaching organ lessons, George Wright was the organist on General Hospital. Boy, that was 1966. Whoa. And he played the organ. He played a con organ. And I went to one of his workshops. And he told me that the last chord of the day was either this one, with Jessie, Mary, Phil, or this one. Those are like leave you hanging kind of chords. And the very next chord the next day was this. See? So anytime you have a 7th chord or an augmented chord, they're like suspense. Ooh, what's coming next? Those are chords that have to resolve. They have to go somewhere. Okay, minor chord, same thing. Can you listen to these two and tell me if you can hear the third one? Can you hear the next chord? See, I just keep going. It keeps taking me down and down and down and down and down. Augmented chords. Just lifts you up and up and up. See? So that's how composers work with the way they want their songs to the way they want you to respond to their songs. All right? So if I do there's a very methodical thing that C chord, C diminished, on a C chord and a C diminished chord, swinging gently. Okay? All right, so let's have a test. Well, let's have some fun. We won't call it a test. Does that make you feel better if I say let's have some fun? Okay. So, all right, Greg, here we go. Take out a piece of paper, and we don't grade you, so you don't have to worry. It's just a learning experience. Yes. Test. C sharp minor. In the pot. C, E, G. Then you sharp it. Add an egg.
Sharp the C.
Sharp the C, sharp the E, sharp the G. All of them. All right. Then you make it a minor. Flat the third. Get rid of the E sharp. So if you're playing it, you'll go C, C sharp, minor. And I can find it without a chord chart. Yay! Isn't that cool? All right, and you know what? Nobody teaches them chords like that. If I would have learned that way back when, I'd play much better than I do now. It's just logic, and it's so simple. They would never sell a chord chart. They would need one piece of paper with Bisquick and 3 sets of rules, and you're done.
That's why it would never work.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do they teach it to kids today? Chords?
No, they teach them chords, but they usually have to memorize the chords. It's kind of like this is phonics, and the other way is memorization.
But if they taught kids that, they would have it so fast.
Yeah.
They could go so far, so quickly.
Yep. And you know, I'm trying to learn to play the dumb guitar, and there is nothing like this for the guitar. I wish somebody would come up with something out there in Cyberland. If you do, email me. I wish somebody would come up with a plan to learn chords on a guitar that made sense. Because I think you got to memorize most of them. And I just never was very good at that. And plus, it hurt my fingers.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, here's another chord. Let's try this one. A, flat,
Flat,
augmented,
augmented,
done.
done.
That little plus sign means augmented. Better have that sharp on that C. If you don't, it's going to come out really weird. All right. Flat the chord. A flat, C natural, E flat. Augment the chord, what's the rule? Sharp the fifth. How do you sharpen E flat? Make it an E. There it is. A flat, C, and E. Done. All right. Now, all I want you to do this week, what happens if you get a chord like this? F sharp, diminished sixth. Okay, you'll do one of 3 things. Skip it. When you're playing, you see it and you go, Now remember, you don't have to do this ever. Okay? You'll have to do this, but you don't. This is an option. The 6 is not necessary. Okay? But it's going to sound really cool if you do it. Okay? So let's figure it out. F, what, are they coming in here? Tell them to go away. F,
Stephanie.
You need to get the music back there.
no, go away. You're going to have to go this way.
But who's taping?
Well, I know, we'll tape you interrupting our class. No problem. Go ahead.
You should have come back that way.